Listen, y'all. Hope y'all are doing well. Y'all, listen. I just kind of woke up from a little nap. I kind of took a little nap, honey. And I was like, bitch, before I fully go to bed, let me get up on here on YouTube and tell my people, and tell my people before I go to bed fully. Y'all, I've been on a early bird schedule. When I tell y'all, like, I've been getting up for sunset, we get up about 8 o'clock in the morning to do what it is I need to do. And it feels so good to be done and to just relax a little bit, woosah a little bit. And so today, because it's the full moon, I was kind of relaxing, did what I had to do. Like I said, took a little nap, woke up, and now I'm going to fully go to bed. Before I fully go to bed, I want to say some things too. So first thing first, y'all. Shout out to y'all. How y'all doing? Hope y'all doing well. Yes, honey. We put a little thing on the community where we were asking you guys about, fragrances that you love, popular fragrances. Of course, Rico commented that sandalwood. That is not a problem. There's a reason why I asked that. So I'm gonna wait until Friday to announce why I asked that and go from there. Right. And then of course going into emails. Okay, I've gotten emails from people. Of course, like I said, Gmail, and I think Gmail does this a lot too. I think because I get so many fucking emails, thank y'all, that Gmail just be like, bitch, let's throw some of these bitches into motherfucking spam. And so that's what happens. And when I email one of you back later today, hey, Rasta, I'm going to actually send a screenshot of the spam inbox that I sent the other day. Of showing that your stuff was in spam. And so I will be responding back to that later today, Rasta. You guys, excuse me, I'm over here hiccuping and shit. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of tea for the past 2 days too. I literally saw a video, and y'all listen, and I'm just asking, okay? There's something. Well, I'm not asking. I'm gonna make a statement. There's something different about the person named Sophia Stewart. There's something very different about her. And I can't quite place my finger on that. There's something very different about that, about her. And throughout the years, I've seen her like pop up because allegedly, she's the creator of, all these Matrix movies, Cedric, Terminator. And of course she got the licenses and, allegedly they went to court, like I said, this could be factual, actual stuff, but I'm saying allegedly to anything I have not seen physically with my own eyes. I didn't see any video footage of this court date. I don't know Sophia Stewart. I don't know the people that she went into, battles with. So like I said, everything is alleged or proven otherwise. That's why I keep saying that, girl, girl, hey. Allegedly, girl, I have friends. Allegedly, I have family. Allegedly, I have... Let me stop. So either way, everything is alleged. And so I'm just like, there's something about this energy that I can't quite put my finger on it. And I don't know what it is, y'all. And if I'm the only one, I'm glad. I listen, I'll be proud to stand alone and say, bitch, there's nothing about her that's different. You're not picking up nothing funny, girl. That's your own tea you picking up on. And I did want to say that because I saw a video, I think 2 days ago or a day ago, where she was doing an interview and with these glasses on. And, he's asking her questions and she's telling the same story she's been saying for the past, 10 years at least. And I'm just like, we got the picture. We get what it is. But how did they get their hands on your stuff? That's that. Then y'all, and listen, this is just gonna be a little bit of tea on this too, y'all, because of course, going into the emails, I will be getting back to that. Also going into this before I forget too, the Ancient Gods and Goddesses Reawaken, if you sign up for that class and you pick the package to get oils, your ancient wisdom oil, um, definitely send me an email to confirm the address that I'm sending the oil to. And so that way I don't send it and then it gets sent back to me, or, for somehow some way, information not correct. Maybe it's an old address, because I usually go by, if you're paying from PayPal, usually what is sent through PayPal, and I also what address is on the PayPal or what you verbally told me. Of course, they're sending money through Cash App and all the other places, Zelle and stuff. Of course, I need to physically get your physical address. But there we go. Going into Midnight Metanoia, I told y'all I was coming, y'all. I told y'all, listen, we organize, we prioritize. Y'all, I do not plan my day out. I do not require advanced bookings. I told y'all this. Even the idea of that, I kind of saw people, I've heard stories, I've seen spiritualists who are so-called booked out months away, and I was like, damn, they're really that booked and busy. But it appears that they book out to prepare for the reading. And in the meanwhile, while they're preparing for that reading, they're doing other teas, which of course is all alleged. I don't know. So I don't require that far in advance, typically one day, and whatever time frame you want to go by. But I prioritize. So if I wake up today and I'm like, y'all, we're going to do a Midnight Metanoia, or I'm like, okay, Wednesday, we're going to do a Midnight Metanoia. Well, I'm doing my in-person stuff and I'm doing my online stuff. So someone call me or someone message me or someone sends an email and say, hey, I want to do some casework. Let's do a consultation. That's going to come first. And I'm sure you guys understand that. I do like doing the Midnight Metanoias. I do like doing the, I think we're doing a few of the Beyond the 11th Gates. I do like doing that stuff, but that stuff takes time to look into the Beyond the 11th Gate. It takes time to prepare and to prep. And so typically when there is free time, babe, I'm resting. Okay. Hello. Rest is important, y'all. Okay. Get your rest up. Okay. So with that, okay, like I said, we're always available for consultations. There's no advanced booking for readings. You send a message, say I need a reading, whatever, we'll get that, squared away. So yes, going into that. And of course, like I tell y'all too, if there's any question about anything on the blog spot, definitely send an email, ask your questions. I'm definitely willing to answer. I tell y'all this before, and I will say this again. One of the major reasons why I did consultations and, of course, going into charging, because there are a lot of people, and I've got emails over the past and even recently, I think the most recent one was like 3 months ago, asking about price of consultation. And they kind of was, like, well, kind of just voicing their concerns about, consultation, how there's others that do not charge for consultation. And I told y'all, everything is about time, right? And everything's about exchanging of energy. And if y'all, I tell y'all this, I don't walk into, and anybody who knows me personally, privately, my sisters can come up here, they can vouch anytime they want. I don't make my own decisions when it comes down to things. I allow spirit to direct me. I stand on spirit. I allow spirit to tell me this is what this should be and how this should go about. And there's even times where I was like, you know what? Well, maybe there's not really spirit dictating anything. Maybe it's all me. And something happens, right? And so I'm like, shit, okay. So it is about spirit, letting spirit direct. And so going into that, there's a lot of things that I do, and it's really about prioritizing. And of course, because, if someone is calling, like I said, to do a reading or to do something that's monetarily, I'm not going to put that on hold just to kiki and cackle. And there's nothing coming from that. And I told y'all years ago that people would reach out just to like connect. They wanted me to be their girlfriend. They wanted me to be their therapist, their counselor. And I'm okay with that. But I just can't put my life on hold for that. So this is why you're setting up appointments and booking time slots to have that one-on-one. And I told y'all as well during this consultation, it's anything you want to know, anything you ask, this is your time, right? But going into like email stuff, y'all, it's impossible, okay, to read long emails. Could you, well, I'm going to say this, it's not impossible, but could you imagine 10 people each sending 5 paragraph emails and me literally doing my thing, taking a moment, checking the emails, which of course, I do this typically when I'm driving, or let's say I'm like, okay, well, I'm here, I'm relaxed, let's check some emails, whatever. Yeah, if it's a long, in-depth email, it's really hard for me to fully read that and then respond back immediately. Okay. Even going into like time and all this other good stuff. So I always tell people, if you need to have like a conversation, this is a consultation. This is your time to book that. We have all the conversation you want. I do be like 30 minutes or an hour, but anyone can tell you, typically we go over. And I don't really make a big deal of, behind, especially if you're a new person or you support me regularly. If you're a regular supporter, if you are new, I'm a little more patient and, calm with y'all, and like I tell y'all, don't, mistaken my passion for anger or, as, Julie say, tough love, because it really is just me, trying to get you to understand how things are done. Everybody operates differently, and that keeps my anxiety down and it allows me to focus on you and only you. We're not having a consultation where I'm like, wasn't you the one that told me that your baby daddy, blah, 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 and it's not even you. Like in this moment, in this session, this is all about you. So this is why, of course, everything's about booking, exchange of energy, et cetera, et cetera. So that's what that, okay. Going into, reading stuff, good stuff. Like I said, y'all ever want to know anything, just send me an email. I will get that alert. I try to check my email at least 2 or 3 times a day. I'm actually giving myself 48 hours to really go through the spam. I get so much fucking spam email, y'all. Like, it's not even funny. And some of the shit that don't even be spam, I'm trying to figure out how it even goes into spam. Because I'm like, baby, this is not spam. So how's this even in the spam box? But like I said, Google is doing their own little thing. Maybe we'll be updating Google into something else, soon, because there's something, I don't know. Maybe we'll get into that. But we'll be updating T's with that. Because that's really just an email used for communication. So yeah, Midnight Mystery, y'all, we will be doing one this week. Like I said, Ancient Gods and Goddesses Reawakened. If you've got the oils and all the good stuff, definitely send me an email. And if you purchase, and let me know where to send that. I did mention that a couple of days ago, or a couple of lives ago we did, and a few of you did reach out. But yes, that's pretty much it, y'all. It was a crazy full moon, very productive. Did some cleaning. That's something too, y'all. A lot of people are out here doing energetic work and they're like, why is my work not manifesting? And a lot of times it deals with clutter. It deals with obstacles. And I also want you to remember, as a beginner, an expert, or a intermediate practitioner, that your mind is your magic, right? Your mind is your magic. Don't let anyone tell you anything other than that. If you look up the greats of the greats, if you know about any of these occultists, well-known occultists, and you get any of their books, they break down your mind. I even told you, going into a lot of reputable, serious, once again, because a lot of people say I be talking out my motherfucking ass, and I keep telling y'all I don't be talking out my ass. A lot of times when I be talking, a lot of stuff that I be talking about be things that I've learned, but a little percentage of the stuff, y'all, while we're talking, it just be coming up and coming out. When I go fact check, or I'm like, wait a minute, I said this, but was that what it, even sometimes going into happy full moon, y'all, when it's really the fucking new moon. We made some mistakes like that, y'all, where I'm like, happy full moon, y'all, and it's a fucking new moon, or vice versa. And because, of course, I'm just in that energy, girl, we're doing that, but it's like, bitch, I know what it's given. Okay, I know what it really is. And no, there's no dimension, also all type of shit, all that. Girl, we fast for that reason, to keep our brain nice and healthy and strong. But like I said, a lot of stuff comes up, and it be factual. So going into your mind, a lot of these books, this is how you know the fake from the real. They know about karmic ties because people think that spiritual ties are only sexual connections, but spiritual ties are also any type of exchange of energy, any type of receptive, okay, passive interjection or projection, okay? And so this is why we have to be very mindful of our womb, right? Because y'all, male and females all got wombs. We're talking about reproductively, only females have that. Spiritually, get into all the other stuff metaphysically, the ears, the eyes, and the mouths. These are all wombs. Okay, so we have to be very conscious about what we're listening to, what we're speaking, and what we're motherfucking seeing, because these things are creating things for us. It's getting into the brain. It's like a wash machine. Things are spinning around. And I'm not even going to say a wash machine. It's like a bowl, a mixing bowl. These things are whatever we put in our ears, our mouth, and our eyes, we absorb, we're putting into the mixing bowl. It's spinning around in our psyche, and it's literally being stored somewhere. And so going into this, a lot of well-known authors who are legit will have in the beginning of the book, and I'm willing to stand corrected, because baby, like I said, I'm that 1, the 2, the 3, and the 4. They will say in the beginning of the book, if you're suffering from any type of mental disturbances, this book will not, they will either say two things. This book is not recommended for you, or please seek help from a professional before practicing anything in this book. And there was one book that I got that it literally said, do not perform any rituals in this book under any type of influences, drugs, alcohol, or psych meds. So this is how you know real magical books from fake magical books. And what I mean by real magical books and fake magical books, the ones who are actually giving you tea, who know that realities and stuff will be changed, versus those who are just spewing that shit just to get some money, because everything's about a cash grabber now. But I kind of gagged because I've been seeing a lot of like videos surfacing and shit, and small stories popping up. Girl, I'm watching police body cams. I'm looking up true crimes and shit because I like looking up shit like that. ID channel. I go to sleep to like murder mysteries and shit, girl. Like I like stuff like that, right? It just, I don't know. Don't judge me. But I will see like spiritual videos pop up of people I've never even seen before. I'm like, who the hell is this? And they be saying the craziest shit, y'all. And I be sitting back just watching, right? Peeping these people. And I'm like, well, they said a lot of people are autistic, which I do believe. I think that majority of people do have a little touch of that. I mean, let's talk about it. If you got any type of vaccinations, if your mother received any type of, epidural and all that, more than likely you got some shit in your system, baby, that cannot get out of it. So something is a little off with the motherfucking mind. Okay, let's just say that. But some of these people I be really watching. And it kind of brings me back to like a couple of years ago where I was minding my business, minding my business on my side of Bigo, or excuse me, my side of YouTube. And before you know it, Bill Cosby, Raisinette, Piglet, all these people just started hopping on over, coming over, trying to grab my attention. We know what it was, girl. They're one of my clients. But little did they know they gifted me one of my greatest clients. Hello, shout out to y'all. But anywho, but it kind of gave me a recap because you had people that were of special challenges, like doing videos on me. Girl, like clearly these were like, and this don't cut in, but they look like they were inbred people. They were giving like my 600-pound life sisters, how they have like that certain forehead and shit. And they were sitting here trying to read and slay me down and come for me. And I'm real because I got this certificate that they paid $10.99 for online. Girl, I don't even know the name of that website anymore. They paid this website where it was like the Jedi, Skywalker. You have people over here. I was like, thank you, YouTube, for not showing me these videos ever again. Girl, you have people like, I'm going to say the special side of YouTube, the special specialists, the special spiritual side of YouTube, girl, where people are over here talking about they casting spells on people, The mom fell because the mom told her to get her 42-year-old ass out of the house because she's just a lazy ass bitch. And she told her mom to watch how she talks to her because she's a powerful witch. The mama called her a dumb white bitch. And before another mom fell. You know, these are the sort of times this girl was telling. And she came from one of these people over there. But long story short, I just been seeing like the craziest videos, y'all. And one of the stories, just to, you know, kind of cut it short, was this person who gives me, you know, and I'm not cutting on it. I'm willing to stand correct. I'm willing to even apologize if they're not of special needs. Cause you know, let's talk about this for a minute. Okay. I have a medical background. If you don't know, you know, when you're doing internship and all sorts of good stuff, you know, a lot of it, they go into social behavior, you know, people who have, you know, behavioral issues. And I won't get too deep into that. And even going into like my mom and my sister, my aunties and my grandmas, like that was their specialty when they were like, you know, in the medical stuff. So either way, I'm very, you know, I know what that energy is. I know what it, you know, I had an uncle that has special needs. So, and I had even like, one of my great aunties were a convalescent care provider. So she had a lot of special needs people. So I grew up with that type of energy. So I know what it gives. So if this person is not that person or that type of energy, I'm willing to stand corrected, bitch. But it be giving me very much like 5-year-old. And y'all, listen, and I'm going to say this too, before I get into this. I've been seeing people's energy for what it is for like the past, I would say 6 months. Like when I look at adults and they're moving and they're talking, if they are who they are, I see that. If they are not who they are not or whatever, I see that as well. And what I mean by that is if I see somebody who appears to be a 40-year-old man and he's carrying himself as a 40-year-old man and I see a 40-year-old man's energy, my interpretation is this is a real authentic person and they're being their true selves and they've come a long way, whatever. They're maneuvering through this life as a 40-year-old. If I see a 40-year-old man, because I'm going to keep it along that, but this 40-year-old man is like skipping around. He got pendants on his t-shirt. He's like, you know, y'all dude, you know, all this other shit, very kiddish. I see that. I'm like, ooh, this is like some pedophilic type of shit. Like, what is this? Is this a man that's trying to lure little kids in? Is this an autistic situation? And of course, people don't come across as that. They're acting like they're, you know, sane, normal, you know, people, right? They're not coming across as they have a care provider, a caregiver, you know, all that good stuff. So I see that. And so either way, going back into this, seeing some of them, and this one in particular, it already gives me like very much like, ooh, you know, like excited, like little boy shit. And y'all, and I got a lot of nephews. I only have one niece. Let's point this out. I have one biological niece and I got one step niece that I helped raise. So I have two nieces altogether, but one niece right now who's still, you know, under the age of 16. So I got a lot of nephews. Though. I got like 15 or 16 nephews. So I know how little boys act. Okay. Okay. I know how little boys act. And that's why I won't date a man who act like a little boy. I'm not into little boys in any type of way, shape, or form. And if you're into a man, and I told you this before, if you're into a man who have boyish ways, childish ways, you might be a little bit of a pedophile too. Because, bitch, I don't want no boy or no man that act like he's wet behind the motherfucking ears. I need him to be leading this motherfucking ship. I need him to be motherfucking being who and what he claiming he is, a motherfucking man. Can we talk about it? And so I'm looking at this shit and I'm already like, gagging at the props that they're using to, you know, gain people's attention and shit. I'm just like, girl, you don't have to do all that. Girl, if you're really in tune with energy and spirit like that, girl, just call it out and say that these spirits are talking to you because every stone is a spirit. Citrine is its own spirit. Amethyst is its own spirit. Rose quartz is its own spirit. And, you know, all these crystals are they're interlinked. So this is why these stones have magical abilities stuff. Anyway, so this person in particular, girl, was doing these little shorts about the most kiddish. Well, I was like, girl, this is like kindergarten introduction to magic type of shit. This is like, I'm going to show you. And girl, this is not adult, like people who can comprehend. Because let me say this, because some people may be like, well, as a beginner, you come in as a kid. I disagree. As a beginner spiritualist, as a beginner practitioner, we're not going to be going over how to write a ritual and we're going to have trace the lines. We're not going to be going over color, the wheel of color, and let you know blue, azul, blue. What color is this, y'all? Well, can you say this? Can you spell this for me? We're not going over that as grown ass people going into magic and stuff. So yeah, there are beginners as adults and there's beginners as children. And as children, it's a whole nother spectrum. And so me seeing this grown ass person coming across, and I don't know, maybe he is a kid. I don't know. I haven't bothered to even get into it because I just keep seeing these dumbass shorts pop up and it's fucking annoying. And I keep telling YouTube, I'm not interested. And YouTube keeps throwing the fucking shit. The shit is looking dumb as hell. Talking about fill up orange water balloons and pop it and people gonna be peeing, put black pepper in shoes and the demon gonna be sneezing. And I just say, girl, what the fuck? I'm gonna be sneezing. So I'm a demon? Bitch, I fill up a water balloon with water, I might peel myself. Okay, depends on the situation. You got to kind of give these disclaimers out. Another thing, creating spiritual ties. I keep telling people this. You're putting out information and you're not standing behind the information that you're putting out. Maybe you're even, going into he say, she say. Whatever effects come from that, you're going to get fucked up in the spirit. You're going to get fucked up in the spirit. This is why you got to be careful of who you're learning from and you got to be careful of who and what you're teaching. So I take full accountability and responsibility for any lessons I teach people. Anything I teach you magically, I take full responsibility for. That's another reason why I said based on us communicating and talking, I know how to go about teaching. Like, okay, well, this person comes off that they would actually go out and try to, do some shit. Because y'all, there's stories of that. You telling people how to, do some shit on somebody's, on their man because the man was sleeping around. I mean, hell, y'all know the stories. People actually going out doing shit. Now they think that all spiritual people are whacked out and shit. So it's like, you got to be careful of what you're putting out there on top of that. Girl, if you're a gossiper and I want to know if you're gossiping about me, all I got to do is ask the spirits. And I think everybody has that ability. I think that as your guardian spirit, as your spiritual guides, as spirits that are here to protect you, they're always passing messages to you. And if you're in tuned enough to know about magic, you're in tuned enough. You may need to be attuned, but you're in tuned enough to connect with these spirits to let you know what it is and what it ain't, what it ain't motherfucking ain't. Okay. What it ain't motherfucking ain't. I said it. Okay. Double, whatever. Girl, who cares what it ain't? Girl, whatever. Sometimes I feel like I be doing too much, y'all. That's why I'm like, girl, whatever. Anyway, so that was how I'm like, girl. I mean, bro, girl, where you getting this shit from? On top of that, can we see some shit on how to tell somebody stole from you? That's type of shit I want to see. How about this? Better yet, let's do justice rituals. How about that? Now, see, that's the big league shit right there. See, nobody talk about that. Everybody got all these rituals about how to get your man back, how to get your friend back, how to get this back. Do anybody know about justice rituals? Can anybody provide proof and evidence that they've or they've brought justice on particular people or particular person through magical practices that manifest into physical stuff? Can people go about that? Can we hear those stories? Why is it always fucked about shit? We don't give a fuck, bitch. If somebody's gossiping about you at your work, who cares? Who gives a fuck? That's not going to affect your money. What's going to affect your money is that you're giving into them gossiping. You care about them gossiping. What I always tell people, what I learned a long time ago, bitch, you're at work to work. You're not at work to be liked. You're not at work to hang out with, oh, girl, let's go hang out. Hey, honey, yeah, let's go. Oh, afterward, let's go let's have a drink. You're not there for that. Bitch, you're there to get your check and get the fuck out of there. Now, on the clock, teamwork makes the dream work. But baby, you think we're about to be talking out of work and you're about to be crying to him about your man and you're just my coworker? The first thing I'll be thinking about is, girl, well, I give a fuck about her and her man. Bitch, we work together at fucking Kroger's. I'm always talking about Kroger's, huh? We work together as Kroger's, bitch. What the fuck I give a fuck about your man and who you sleeping and fucking with? That's not my business, girl. Same thing with anything. Girl, we work together. I'm not here to, Girl, listen, you sound like you need a therapist, babe. And that's the other thing too. Y'all don't know how many people I know that got fired because they were helping their coworkers commit a crime. I knew one girl, she was so involved. She was a manager at a restaurant. I'm not saying no names of mine. I'm not saying this person's my friend or not. Because bitch, people be finding their way up over here, girl, lurking and shit. Be like, hey, I thought of me, you get back. Anyway, and I don't give a fuck, bitch, because you know, check me in person. I like to be checked in person. I want to see face to face. You know, I like to, you know, I'm a businesswoman. I like to be checked face to face. Bitch, don't text me, don't call me, meet up with me and check me. And that don't mean that. They just mean meet up with me. If you're a real woman, you're a real man, meet up with me and check me. Make me feel that you felt some type of way. Let me feel it. Because over the phone, bitch, I don't know if you laughing, kicking, putting it on mute. I don't know what you're doing. Okay. And so either way, she actually lost her job because she had a coworker who had a man that was cheating on her. The girl called into work and said she couldn't come to work. So guess what this bitch did? She didn't go into work. So when she found out was why she was no excuse, she was at work. But she left at her lunch and didn't come back as a manager of a fucking restaurant, y'all, because this friend was trying to track her man down. So she decided while she had man problems too, bitch, while her man was going upside her motherfucking head, stealing fucking money out of her fucking account, stealing her motherfucking car, driving it around town, going out of state and shit while she at the job. She worried about what this girl got going on. Girl, they even tried to get me caught up in that bullshit. And I was like, girl, I'm not in that. And bitch, if you call the police or you try to get me to call the bitch, I'm turning your ass in. Bitch, don't put me in that bullshit. Girl, that's not my business, girl. That's not my dick. I'm not getting laid by him. He not piping me down. Bitch, hello? The fuck about that girl? Hell. Anyway, coworker. She ended up leaving while she was on the motherfucking clock, y'all, to go with this bitch to go look for this motherfucker. They were all around town, y'all. They went from Sacramento on down to the motherfucking East Bay, on over to the motherfucking Emeryville. They were in Hayward. Girl, this was a whole fucking day trip, y'all, from like 11 o'clock in the morning to like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. And they're going to talk about we've been drinking a little bit. Do you think that you can come and pick me up? Who? Oh, girl, who, the fuck? No. You better drink. You better listen. I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm not even in town. I was lying, though. Who gives a fuck? I'm not even in town, babe. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm not waking up out of my bed to go deal with some irresponsible ass, childish ass, fucking grown ass adults. That man cheating on her, let her find out on her own. Girl, what you gonna do if this man is cheating on her? What you gonna do? You gonna check him? Like, girl, we can listen. We know better, we do better. When we know better, we do better. So just crazy shit, y'all. But anyway, y'all, about that little kitty corner bullshit, I'm just like, girl, what is going on? Is that what we have to look forward to on the up and coming spiritual side of YouTube? If YouTube continues on after so many years, if YouTube is going to be here for the next 5 years, 6 years, is that what we have to look forward to? Do we have to look forward to kitty corner ass spells and not get your neighbor together because your neighbor has been spying on you? Not a spell how to find out if your neighbor's been spying on you. Not a spell to find out if your neighbor's been keeping your mail. Not to find out if your neighbors are gang stalking and plotting against you. Not no real shit. Not no real shit, girl. Not how to prevent stuff from getting evicted or get foreclosed on. Girl, we talking about finding out if your coworkers are gossiping about you at the workplace. We're talking about how to figure out if there's demons around you and shit. Girl, there's demons everywhere. I'm pretty sure that motherfucker might be a demon. Anyway, that's it, y'all. That water's gone, honey. That's it, y'all. Listen, I'll be back. I hope y'all had a good full moon. I'm over here looking at my candles burned down right now, girl. It was a good day. Productive day, productive week, girl. Shout out to you all. Shout out to the goats, and I want to do something special for y'all. Okay, Friday, y'all. I'm coming back on Friday, and I want to do something special for my people. I want to do something special for my fellow mystics. I would, and some of you guys show out. Okay, some of y'all show out because I didn't even get an alert that when my phone fell and girl, y'all listen, that phone got purple all Listen, that phone got purple all over the fucking screen. Bitch, and the bitches could say, well, we did a voodoo spell on that. Girl, by first of all, that was a free phone. Second of all, my people sent money to replace the phone. So, I mean, girl, it is getting replaced with a fucking Samsung. I mean, so girl, thank you for the spell that manifested. If you're claiming you did a spell, thank you for that spell, babe. On top of that, that's a phone that I didn't even use like that. No, like I said, it was a free phone. I did do, occasionally conversations. Did check emails on that phone because we have other phones, we have computers, we have tablets that we can check the phone and shit on. So that didn't stop a fuck ass thing. But thank you so much for that. Maybe maybe I can also thank you for allowing the credit cards to, increase my credit limit without me even asking for it. Maybe I can also give y'all a shout out for your voodoo manifest within that same time period about me getting a special surprise. Maybe I can also give a shout out to you for the unexpected check that I received in the mail around the same time as well from something that happened 2 or 3 years ago. So like I said, I'm thankful for the magical community who has common sense and use it. I'm thankful and grateful for for the love and the support that I get from you guys, from throughout the years, Y'all, we've been through a lot. I look at us as a spiritual family, and not like some of us were cousins, right? Some of us were cousins-in-laws, we're sister-in-law, you're my brother-in-law, you're in-laws, and then I could count on one hand how many of you I actually look at as sisters because we've been through some things together and we had each other's back throughout these things. And when I say things, I'm talking about real life shit outside the app type of shit. And y'all don't even know, honey. You give me you're part of my backbone. You're part of my courage. Every day you're part of my inspiration of staying true to myself and confident in myself and keeping it real all the motherfucking time. Because bitch, goddamn well, a lot of these people don't be keeping it real because they're afraid to lose a check. They're afraid to use likes and followers. And y'all know goddamn well I don't give a fuck about that, honey. Because what is real and who is real is always gonna be here. What is fake and it's not meant to be, bitch, you're gonna leave. You're gonna find something a little thin. Oh, I gotta go. Okay, bye. And if you know me, I say things direct, girl. I don't do broad conversations, right? If I got something to say to you, I'm gonna say it to you first, and then I'll come out public. Right? I'm not going to be like, let me speak in code so this person think I'm talking about them. They can figure it out. No, baby, I'm going to send you a private email. I'm going to give you a private phone call. If you're somebody who, I know in real life, I'll meet up with you in person and say, well, this is the deal, babe. And like say, anybody, am I lying? Am I lying? Hello? Anybody could come forward and say it. Bitch, I don't have a problem telling you if you offended me. I have no problem telling you if you said something that was just out of line. I also got no problem telling you that I won't be talking to you for a couple of days, a couple of weeks, a couple of hours, whatever. I also have no problem of ignoring and telling you I ignored you because I'm always like, who's going to check me? And I'm saying that humbly and respectfully. Who's going to check me? I'm a grown ass woman. I can do what the fuck I want to do. Bitch, unless you're paying the note on the cars, unless you're paying the rent in the house that I stay in, unless you're actually providing, then I might humble myself down, buckle back some, and say, okay, well, okay, you're right, okay. But if you're not doing that, baby, I don't give a fuck about what you got going on. I don't give a fuck how you feel neither. Especially if it comes down to me compromising my security and sanity. No, baby, I'm not biting the tongue. I'm not, girl, turning the other cheek. I'm not taking off my clothes and it's fucking freezing outside just for you to have clothes. I'm not that type of girl. Call it what you want to call it. I'm not that type of girl. I'm going to make sure I have clothes on me before I give you clothes. I'll make sure I have food in my mouth before I give you food in your mouth. And that's just how it is. That's just how it is, girl. What they say, is it half empty or half full? I like to look at it as halfway full because there's more to come. Okay, but bitch, halfway empty, girl. I'm basically saying I ain't got it and I ain't trying to get it, but I want somebody else to give it to me. Now, that is true to a degree because I love being gifted. But I'm just saying, I trust somebody who knows what it's like to be at the bottom and make their way to the top the right way. There's somebody who was at the bottom and they conned and stole to get to the top. Then they got to tell you their story. Oh, the universe put me through that, so I'll come back and tell you my story. Well, we've been through the same thing. So something is I didn't have to go to jail behind it. Because as I was maneuvering through and figuring things out, girl, the spirits came in and directed me. So, baby, you're speaking from a simple as, what they call it, co-signer position. I'm speaking of it as a creator, as a designer, as a prodigy, as they would say, perspective. And so we're not one and the same. We have the same experiences, but we, like I said, the half empty, half full type of tea. I see this halfway motherfucking full because there's always room to come. You looked at it as halfway empty, so you feel like you have to get the best way you can. I'm like, well, I have to get the best way I can, but I'm going to use my woman energy and my woman power to get it from people. Because that's another thing that people understand too. I could see men struggling, no tea, no shade, more than women, because as a woman, you're able to get what you need to get to from who you need to get it from. These guys cuckling and cockling and all that. We're not talking about prostituting and all that, girl. Okay? We're not talking about that. But girl, if a nigga think he gonna get anything personal and private for me, babe, what you got for me that's gonna take my attention off the others? That's how y'all gotta be walking in. This is a business transaction. Marriage is a business transaction. Having kids is a business transaction. What can you do for me to help me do for you? Because you can't do shit for me. There's nothing I can do for you, babe. Am I a gold digger? No, I'm not a gold digger. I see it as, bitch, I'm the transaction or I'm the product and you're the buyer. So you're trying to get over here. I'm not checking on you. I'm not chasing you down. I'm not running lights to find you. And I'm not saying you're unattractive, but I'm not doing that. You're chasing, I'm the prey, you're the predator. So at the end of the day, babe, it comes down to that. What can you provide for me to take me off the market? You know what I mean? What can you provide for me to make me say, oh, you know what? I don't want to go hang out, with Johnny anymore. I'm going to call this is my king now. Like, what are you going to do for me? And if that's not your thing, you're not trying to become my king, then bitch, you need to also give me a temporary loan. Hello, that's what they call it. A loan. You need to loan me something at this point. And it's a loan that I'm not paying back and it has to be forgiven. So what in this past time, because that's the ultimate goal, and you typically, you're looking for a detour of some sort. Detours ain't free, motherfucker. So in this detour, what you got for me to show me that you really care? What do you got for me? That's the woman figure. That's what it comes down to. See, I'm telling y'all got to get it together. Let me see if there's any comments in here. There's not. I got to go. Okay, come on here. Naked Goddess. Girl, I've been watching the ID channel. I know that's right. Naked Goddess Unlimited. Yes, honey. Lada485. Long time no see. It's all good. I hope you're doing well. Yes, honey. We're doing well, honey. Good to know. Cool. Thanks. Rasta, listen. Rasta, I'm going to email you back today, okay? Hello. Hey, Rasta, you did send a long email too, Rasta. But, it wasn't nearly as long as we're gonna say CC. Honey, I opened CC email. No shade, CC. I opened CC email and I thought I was gonna scroll up because I do a preview. Like, do I got time to read this or I gotta wait till I get home? I scroll up and I'm still scrolling. I said, oh hell no. Oh hell no. You know what I did though? You know exactly what I did. I responded in sections. I read the first 2 paragraphs and sent the email. Hey, do. Went to the next part. Hey, do. I'm like, baby, I'd rather us talk it out than us text it out. Y'all, let me tell y'all this. One thing that be getting me together with people I know too, I don't like texting in-depth conversations. If you want to talk, just say, hey, let me call you for a couple minutes and tell you what I got to say. I'm down for that. Baby, they be going through the text message. Like, girl, like we talking through the text messages. Girl, what you doing? Nothing, cleaning. Oh, me too. What you doing after that? Well, probably gonna do so. Oh, me as well. Like, girl, call my motherfucking phone. Let us talk for a couple of minutes. Girl, we get that out in 2 minutes. Or they text your conversation, then we get on the phone, y'all having the same conversation about the shit you text about. Didn't we just text that? Didn't we just have a text about that? Wasn't we texting for like 4 or 5 hours about the same conversation? Now we're talking about it. Like, bro, listen, I be hating that, y'all. Where I just sometimes just overlook the text. So I'm like, girl, because they're going to call me today. We're going to talk about the shit anyway. So I'm not even going to worry about reading that message like that, girl. Sometimes I would just open it, keep it looking. Oh, we're going to talk an hour. So anyway. Come on, Goddess Unlimited. I definitely do right. Not Bigo. Yeah, you heard it, nigga. Yeah, I seen that forehead. Right. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Girl, that's what they do. They try to lure them in. You said it though, but that's so true. Because I just be watching. Well, I'm just like, and this is another reason too, Naked Goddess Unlimited. Why I kind of like stepped back from YouTube stuff because I kind of like watch people and I'm always willing to like come forward and like provide receipts because like I said, people they watch shit too and they're always giving me receipts and screenshots of like, hey, this is what it's giving, whatever, whatever. But I've seen people while I was on these lives with y'all back in the day, and we're having conversations and we're sharing stuff, we're talking stuff. People are like taking notes. People are like, how the fuck is this individual, whatever they would call me, nigga, bitch, whatever. How are they so connected with these people? And then they learned from that, and then they started using that because I was even looking at something too. I watched a lot of videos where people would just have statements. This is for entertainment purposes only. Hell, even somebody who was afraid of psychics, I gave a reading to, which we're doing another reading this Friday. They were saying this is for entertainment purposes only. And I'm like, no, it's not. Baby, this is not for entertainment purposes only, baby. This is for enlightenment purposes. And the statements are these statements are alleged or proven otherwise. And when I say proven otherwise, that there's a good chance that what I'm saying is going to come to pass. Like I believe what I say, right? So I'm saying allegedly because, of course, it has to be factual for the ones who are receiving it to actually say, well, I need proof that it's real. There we go. So either way, I never seen this, but I stumbled across somebody's tea because they were reading down Auntie Wendy. Y'all know how I feel about Wendy, honey. Hello. Y'all know how I feel about Auntie Wendy. Because without her, bitch, we wouldn't have none of the Tasha K's, lovely teas, morning time, lovely time, woo, woo, woo. We wouldn't have none of that shit, girl. Because they would have been throwing all you hoes outside the motherfucking skyscrapers. No shade. Girl, we would have a lot of Howard Sterns, though. We'll have way more Howard Sterns than we would have the lovely teas and Tasha K's and stuff. No shade. So I'm just saying. So the crazy thing about it is, I looked at these people's tea, and the statement was kind of like how I say it. And I was like, that's so weird because I've never seen anybody say this like that. And I used to see this person channel a long time ago, like 2018. Right. When I started like stepping away from YouTube, I really stopped looking at shit because I felt like it was a cycle. Everybody knew each other. Girl, you'll be over here. So I'll bring up somebody else and you're like, wait a minute. So they know these people too? Well, let me not even go in there and say shit. Let me just stay in the comment section or let me just watch from the bushes. Anyway, but I was like, that is so weird that your little words underneath there never said that. Now all of a sudden it's saying, until proven otherwise. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm not going to toot my own horn. Maybe they did have that before and it was just a banner they would use periodically. And I just never saw the banner until now. But I'm like, girl, why can't you say what everybody say for entertainment and educational purposes? Why can't you use that? Girl, don't be using it to proven until otherwise. Girl, bye. Fuck out of here. Use your own shit, girl. That's not from you. Use your own shit. That's the girl. Girls in like blonde wigs. Girls in like lipstick. They didn't like lashes. They didn't like nails because it was so prostitutish or homosexualish because that's what it really is. Makeup, nails, and lashes is either going to be prostitution or it's going to be drag queenish. And there's no tea, no shade with that, girl. That's why Patti LaBelle and all these other beautiful women say they put on drag because women don't have to do that. Okay, you don't have to have long nails on, lashes on, lipstick, and full face of makeup at 3 o'clock in the motherfucking morning because your skin is soft. Okay, it's smooth and the face is selling. It's giving fish all day. Excuse me, female all day. But anywho, going into this, I'm like, girl, now all of a sudden the girls get their nails done, they get their makeup on. So I'm like, girl, so y'all was sitting back watching Mother. Y'all couldn't wait for Mother to be gone. When Mother took a step back, y'all said, now it's time for us to go play. Now you got Miss Piggy with fucking makeup on. You got fucking Dr. Dre in drag. You got Snoop Doggy Dogg in drag. You got Cat Williams in drag. I'm like, damn, girl, y'all really got me really thinking like, did I really make these strong women of a particular experience come out the closet now? I mean, I even thought it was cute when one of them did a little show where she like put on a wig and tried to mimic me and shit back in the day. Y'all remember that? If y'all don't, but she tried to put on a wig and mimic me, and I'm like, oh, not little old me, not little old basic sitting on 200 subscribers. Me got the girls together. Not little old me. Girl, not little old me got them so bothered they were sending men over and women over to act like they were clients or that they wanted me. And I'm going to book your trip. And I want you to come out and see me. Girl, listen, I ain't going by myself. I ain't going by myself, hon. Bitch, it's not about anything else, but bitch, listen, I need a witness and I need motherfucking protection because, bitch, I know how y'all be getting down. I'm not going by myself. No, we're not. No. And even if you think it's just us sitting at the table, trust when I tell you that. Trust when I tell you this, that there's more watching and lurking just in case something go down. Because bitch, we know how it go down. We know how girls be doing, girl. We know how people doing. When I say girls, I mean people. That's the LGBT lingo. The girls. Okay, the children. Yeah, we know how y'all get down. So bitch, you got them right. And even like I told old boy last year over the summer, talk about I'm gonna fly over here to LV and you don't gotta worry about it. Everything be cool. No, can a friend come with me? And at first he was like, yeah. Then he was like, well, actually, no, because I was having a conversation with somebody else, another figure, and they were saying that might be too much. But you could make us both sign an NDA. You could take both of our phones. Like, I mean, who are we? I'm a nobody. She's a nobody. Like, girl, let's go have our fun and keep it moving. We're not meeting up with the entertainer. Oh my God, I almost said it. The entertainer, we're meeting up with you, right? Because you want to get to know me. So you want to get to know me as what? What persona? I want to get to know you behind the mask. I want to get to know you as the person. And that's you claim you wanted to get to know me too. So what's going on here? So what we really doing? So So you gonna get to know the real me, and I'm gonna get to know the entertainer you. Oh yeah, bitch. That's the case, girl. Let's only meet in public, and that's it. Fuck all the dumb shit. Fuck all the you gonna get a suite or you gonna get a Airbnb. We're gonna be up in the Airbnb, and then you'll show up and secure the Airbnb in your name and shit. No, fuck all that. Fuck all that, babe. Bitch, we're gonna be meeting in a public place then. Anyway, let me get out of that. Real recognize real. You said Nika got us unlimited. Real recognize real, honey. And I always tell people, bitch, real people don't have to sugarcoat shit. It is what it is. It ain't what it ain't. If you don't like what it is, you don't like what it ain't, girl, that's your business, not mine. But we will be doing some tea, y'all. We will be coming forward. Give me a couple of days to put together some things, some ideas, going into like Midnight Metanoia. I know there's a lot of stuff that be going around. I guess it's like, what do they call it? Modern day, like pop culture. And of course, I tell you, I don't really try to get into that stuff, but a lot of you be asking questions like, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? So we're going to come with that, even going into like a question that Jay asked the other day, where I'm like, okay, we're going to get into some teas. Okay. That's what we're going to do. So give me a couple of days. I will be back. Like I said, I'm about to take my ass actually to bed, brush my teeth, wash my face, and actually go to bed. Go to take a cute little nap. When I said cute little nap, y'all, I was sleeping so good. And I was like, ooh, let me just go to bed. And I was like, ow, I got to get up. I got to do some shit. So anyway, I'm about to go to bed for real though. Love and light, y'all. TrueSpiritMystic.blogspot.com. Hope you guys have a great Wednesday, y'all. Happy hump day. And you guys will be seeing me. What the hell's going on over there? These turtles be doing some crazy ass shit, y'all. The little turtle. I don't know what the hell he's doing. I'm just seeing his legs kicking. Anyway, y'all, that's it. We'll be talking though, okay? Good to see you, Naked Goddess Unlimited. Good to see you, Rasta. And of course, Lotta 485. Yes, honey, long time no see. Hope you're doing well. Anyway, y'all, bye for now. Love and light. See y'all soon.